Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's craft a custom scrollbar in React using Tailwind CSS. This will be a comprehensive guide, walking you through the concepts, code, and considerations for creating a visually appealing and functional scrollbar in your project. Understanding the goal. The standard browser scrollbar often clashes with modern UI designs. Our goal is to replace it with a more aesthetically pleasing and branded scrollbar, while still maintaining its core functionality. We'll use Tailwind CSS to style the scrollbar's track and thumb, the movable part. Core concepts. 1: webkit-scrollbar, this is the key pseudo-element. It's a webkit-specific, Chrome, Safari, newer Edge, etc., selector that allows you to target the entire scrollbar area. Keep in mind that Firefox and some older browsers don't directly support styling the scrollbar with these specific pseudo-elements in the same way. We'll address alternatives for wider browser compatibility later. 2: webkit-scrollbar track, this selector styles the background track of the scrollbar, the area the thumb moves within. 3: webkit-scrollbar thumb, this selector styles the draggable thumb or handle of the scrollbar. 4: webkit-scrollbar button, this selector styles the optional buttons at the top and bottom of the scrollbar. 5: webkit-scrollbar corner, this selector styles the corner area where the horizontal and vertical scrollbars meet, if they both exist. Project setup, if you don't have one already. 1. Create a React app *. 2. Install Tailwind CSS *. 3. Configure Tailwind CSS *. Tailwind.config.js *. Modify this file to configure Tailwind's content scanning. *posts.config.js *. 4. Import Tailwind CSS in src/index.css *. React component, the scrollable area. Now, let's create a React component that will contain the scrollable content and apply the custom scrollbar styles. Applying the custom scrollbar styles, directly in CSS or with styled components. You have two primary options for applying the actual styles. Option 1, direct CSS, in src/index.css or a dedicated CSS file. This is the simplest approach. Add these styles to your src/index.css, or create a scrollbar.css and import it into app.js. Explanation ***. Width, 8px, sets the width of the scrollbar itself. Background color, uses Tailwind's theme function to access the colors defined in your tailwind.config.js. This ensures consistency with your theme. You can directly put in hex values as well, like f1 f1 f1. Border radius, rounds the corners of the track and thumb. Border, background clip, these are important for creating a visually distinct thumb, especially against the track. The border adds separation, and background clip, padding box makes sure the border is inside the thumb's area, rather than expanding its visual size. Display, none, hides the unnecessary, and often ugly, scrollbar buttons. Option 2, styled components, if you prefer CSS in JS. Install styled components. Key points about styled components ***. Styled.div, creates a styled div component. End: webkit-scrollbar, uses the end selector to target the pseudo-elements within the styled component. Props.theme, accesses the Tailwind theme values, if you're using a styled components theme provider, or falls back to default values. Styled components doesn't natively integrate with Tailwind's theme function, so you'll need to handle the theme integration manually if you want to use Tailwind's theme directly, usually through a theme provider. Asterisk if you are using styled components, you will want to add theme provider in your app.js file. Using the component. Now, in your app.js, or any other component where you want the scrollable area. Important considerations and enhancements. 1. Cross-browser compatibility asterisk. Asterisk the webkit - pseudo-elements are specific to webkit-based browsers. Firefox doesn't support them in the same way. Asterisk Firefox alternatives asterisk for Firefox, you can use the non-standard scrollbar color and scrollbar with CSS properties. However, they are limited in what you can style. You can use JavaScript libraries that emulate a custom scrollbar. Asterisk JavaScript-based solutions asterisk for more consistent cross-browser control, consider using a JavaScript library that emulates the scrollbar functionality. These libraries typically hide the native scrollbar and create a custom one using JavaScript and CSS. Examples include asterisk overlay scrollbars asterisk a popular and highly customizable option. Asterisk Simplibar asterisk another well-regarded library. If you are going to use a JavaScript-based solution, you will want to hide the actual scrollbar like this. 2. Accessibility asterisk. Asterisk ensure that your custom scrollbar is still accessible to users who rely on keyboard navigation or screen readers. Asterisk pay attention to focus states and ensure that users can easily navigate the content within the scrollable area using the keyboard, example using the arrow keys or page up/page down. If you're using a JavaScript-based solution, the library should ideally handle accessibility for you. Asterisk provide sufficient contrast between the scrollbar thumb and track for users with visual impairments. 3. Responsiveness asterisk. Asterisk test your scrollbar on different screen sizes to ensure that it looks and functions correctly on mobile devices, tablets, and desktops. Asterisk adjust the scrollbar's width and other styles as needed using media queries in your CSS. 4. Performance asterisk. Asterisk avoid complex or overly animated scrollbar styles, as they can impact performance, especially on less powerful devices. Asterisk if you're using a JavaScript-based solution, choose a library that is optimized for performance. 5. Theming and reusability asterisk. Asterisk use CSS variables, custom properties, or a CSS in JS library like styled components or emotion to make your scrollbar styles easily customizable and reusable across your application. Asterisk consider creating a reusable scrollable container component that encapsulates the scrollbar styling and logic. 6. Thumb size and content size asterisk. Asterisk dynamically adjust the height, or width, for horizontal scrollbars, of the scrollbar thumb based on the proportion of the visible content to the total content. This provides a visual indication of how much content is available. JavaScript-based solution can help you get this. 7. Touch devices asterisk. Asterisk on touch devices, consider making the scrollbar thumb larger or providing additional touch targets to make it easier for users to interact with. You might also need to adjust the scrolling behavior to be more touch-friendly. Example, dynamic thumb size, conceptual, requires JavaScript. This example illustrates the concept of dynamically adjusting the thumb size. Implementing this fully requires JavaScript to measure the content and viewport. I'm providing CSS only to illustrate the general idea. Do not use this code directly, you would need to add a JavaScript component to get actual values. In summary, creating a custom scrollbar involves styling the relevant pseudo-elements in CSS. For wider browser compatibility and more complex behavior, consider using a JavaScript-based solution. Remember to prioritize accessibility and performance. By following these steps and best practices, you can create a custom scroll bar that enhances the look and feel of your React application.